pressure. Now the pressure is well and truly on. Maybe we shouldn't have done so well at the first round of the Speed INRC in Nasik. Unexpectedly, we finished on the podium, and that too for a debut rally. We are now running third in the Group N 2000cc class, and now we are at Coimbatore for the second round of the Speed INRC. It is the first dirt rally of the season, but dirt demands a completely different technique. Though, unlike Nasik, we did come in here with some amount of testing. Vikram Matthias sat with me in the car and he refined my technique, refined my left foot braking technique and showed me what I was doing right and what I was doing wrong. So I know what the car can do on dirt. But obviously, it needs time, it needs a lot of stage times, a lot of kilometers on the stage to get the hang of driving really fast on dirt. But dirt looks like a lot more fun and I'm really looking forward to having a great rally. Now on the first stage, I was doing a good time and I really enjoyed myself because on dirt, with the car sliding all over the place, it is a very enjoyable experience.
30, bump into 3 right.
And I was quick, just 5 seconds off the pace of Joshi's front leading CDR. But on the second stage, 5 kilometers from the end, I felt the suspension go weak at the front.
You can go with this suspension.
And it was only on springs. At one point, I hit a bump and because the suspension was only on springs, the front end lifted so much that I saw air. And then on, I had to back off completely. On that stage, I lost some time and then on the third stage, it was absolutely horrible. Because the front end was all over the place, I had to slow down for every single bump. And I lost over a minute on just that stage to Joshi. But we are still running third in our class, so I'm looking forward to it. Hoping now the Red Rooster Performance guys will sort out everything on the car. Even the exhaust is leaking a bit, but they'll sort that out and we're ready to tackle the next set of 3 stages. Though I thought my dampers had failed, Leela and the mechs were convinced it had just gone soft due to the pounding it was taking. So after stiffening the front DMS suspension by 3 clicks, they sent me out again for the second loop. Of course, that didn't work. I hit the first bump outside the service park and I knew my rally was toast. And without proper suspension, a rally car is nothing but a noisy road car. There was no way I could push on the next 3 stages, and to make matters worse, I slowed down big time on the 6th stage, thinking I had a puncture when it was only the inner wheel arch that had come loose. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I was so disgusted, I wanted to park up and take the next flight home, but Nikhil insisted we carry on, and so we trundled back to the service park.
We had a few broken struts in the front and then a damaged lower arm and some gearbox beddings and all that because the stages have been very, very rough. And Sirish, first time driving on such a very rough event, it's very hard on him as well. So it was quite tough.
End of day 1, it's been a day with a lot of problems for us. We had a very decent run on the first stage, had suspension trouble on the second stage, got that sorted out only in the last service, had a very decent run on the last stage, nevertheless running third in our group.
When we came back the next morning, I realized the damage was even worse than expected. 3 of the 4 engine mounts were broken, the gearbox bed was broken, the exhaust was broken, the engine had moved on its mounts. But, surprise, surprise, we were still in 3rd place, just 5 seconds ahead of Chetan. And another podium beckoned. On my first dirt rally, that would have done very nicely indeed. So with the car and our morale patched up, we hit the stages again. Well, as they say, after the highs come the lows. Yesterday was a terrible day and today was even worse. Hit the first stage, a few meters in and the car just stalled.
What happened?
We had an ECU problem, but we didn't know what had happened.
There's no drive?
So Nikhil unbuckled his belts, was going to jump out and check the engine bay. Then we decided to switch to the stock ECU. The car started off and we hit the stage again. But then midway through the stage, smoke started filling up in the cabin, like something electrical was burning.
88 right? Something's burning. Something's burning.
Should we stop?
23 right?
There was a moment of indecision whether to stop, check or keep going. We rolled down the windows to let some air come in, let the smoke out. We lost a lot of time on that stage, 30 seconds to Chetan Shivram. We started the day in 3rd, 5 seconds ahead of Chetan. We lost 3rd place to Chetan. So after going through the motions in the super special stage, we packed our bags and took the last flight out. And that's it. We end Rally Coimbatore in 4th place. Unlucky for sure. This is not the way I would have started. I would have liked to start my first dirt rally, but this is rallying. You got to live with the highs and the lows.